Welcome back, everybody. Well, I've been checking out this European car show when I found out Mike from Nitro Speed had a race car with numbers challenge. Well, let's just check out some of these cars. And we got a very cool CQ Volkswagen Transporter and Audi A100 SL. And we have an Audi A6 Avant. So very cool Audis. And then we have, three Citroën, a DS, SM, and a CX. CX wagon, pretty cool. All three of those are from Matchbox. And well, here's the first numbered race car. It's a very cool little car. I absolutely love the, well, this is an Anglia 105E. Okay, well, when I was a young kid, somebody up the street from me had one of these, and I thought it was such a cool little car. It's actually styled after a 56 Ford. It's got some very similar styling. And then, of course, the early 60s Mercury, whatever model it was, with the reverse slant roof on it. But such a cool little car. And, well, the guy down the street had this one, and he also had a Cortina. And so I thought those were the two of the coolest little cars you could have. And I absolutely love the Cortina, and this is one of my sentimental favorites. It's such a cool little car. Oh, this is Hot Wheels. That's Matchbox. And then, well, I'll put the number cars aside. And then the next one is actually this very cool Ford Escort Rs 2000. And very cool car. So number 9. And so here we have number 8, number 9. And then we have another, Capri. We have two Capris here. And very cool. This is Matchbox. And it's got an opening hood. So very cool there. Show you the chassis. And then, of course, we got the new version of the Capri. So very nice there by Matchbox. And then we go to Ford. Well, we have an Escort. And this is Hot Wheels. And pretty cool. Copyright 82. And now North America, the Escort wasn't all that great, but the European Escort was pretty nice. So this is in, not the best shape, but overall it's pretty good shape. And then, of course, we have a cabriolet version and a Matchbox at that. So copyright 1985. Very cool. XR3i. So love that one. And then, of course, well, we have two very cool race cars with numbers. Number 7, it's got spring suspension in it. Very cool. Absolutely beautiful little car. The Ford RS 200. And this is made in China. I don't know if they ever made them in England, but this is one very cool one I have. Well, actually, one of two very cool ones. And this is the opposite color version of it, but it has its own number, number 2. But it also has Ford on the roof and, Pirelli on the hood, both of them. But very cool there. So there we go. We got 4 very cool race cars with numbers. They just all happen to be Ford, by the way. And, well, I actually have 2 more Fords over here. Now, well, this is XR4i. That's not technically a number. That's the name of the car. But then we have another Escort. Very cool there, number 5. Another Matchbox. And copyright 1993. So the Ford Cosworth RS Escort. Well, there. Anyways, so that's pretty cool there. So far, we have 5 Fords. Well, that wasn't really planned, but, when you're at a European car show, you're going to find some very cool cars. Well, there we have a Sterling. That's by Rover, I do believe. And then we have a very cool Jaguar F-Type. And then we have a few more Jaguars here. This is actually a concept car, and it's by Welly, Jaguar Xk180. So they were trying to come up with a continuation of the, well, there's 120, 140, 150, XKE. Well, this very cool little casting. And it's one of the few Wellies I have, but very nicely done. And it actually has old Matchbox style wheels on it. So that's pretty cool there. And then the E-Type, you know, the 140, and then we have a beautiful Austin Healey. We have a Maserati Quattroport, Mercedes. This is a newer one by Matchbox again. So a shooting brake, very cool there. And then of course we got a couple Mercedes, and then BMW. Well, here we go. Here's another race car, 02. And as you can see, I got pictures of 3 of the premiums that I have. And very cool there. So this one is actually number 02 as well. If you can zoom in there, if you can look. And so this just so happens to be the basic version with 02 on it. Very cool there. So we'll put that aside. And where were we? Well, we got the stock version of the 2002. And we have a beautiful BMW. Another cabriolet. It's the 323i. Matchbox once again. And then we go to, well, some minis here. Now, this one's a race car, but it doesn't have any numbers. And this is a newer version, the 4-door model of a Mini Cooper Countryman. And then, of course, the original Mini Cooper S. Pretty cool. And then if this one had a number, then it would definitely fit in because it is a race car. It's got the roll cage and everything. But it doesn't have a number. And then we have Mr. Bean by Matchbox. Very cool there. Love that one. And then we have an older Matchbox casting. And so very cool there. And well, look at this. We have a Lancia Integrale. I think I pronounced that right. And so very cool there, number 5. So let's put that over here. So there we go. We got how many cars now? 5, 6, 7 of them. So very cool there. Well, we have some more Alfa Romeos. Some more. Well, 2 Alfa Romeos here. The SZ Corporate 91. Pretty cool looking model. And it has spring suspension. And then we got the new Giulia by Matchbox as well. Very nice little casting here. And then we got some Porsches. Well, we have the 914, and this is by Matchbox. So very cool there. I have this green one from a long time ago. And then we have a newer version of it. Very nice there. But then, of course, we have the Hot Wheels version, and this is a Rally Edition. And number 5, once again. So let's see, we have 2 number 5s. Well, actually, we have 3. So there's the Escort there. So we'll put the 914 Rally there. And then, of course, we go to Volkswagen, and we have the Mark I. Very cool by Matchbox. And we have, well, the Hot Wheels version. And number 3, so Monte Carlo Rally. And there you go there, the hair splitter. And it's a Hong Kong base. It's got a plastic hood that opens that sometimes you can close it and it'll stay closed. But very cool casting of the Mark I Volkswagen. or Rabbit they were calling it in North America anyways. So very nice to have this version. So let's put this aside. And let's continue on. Well, there's another Volkswagen, another Mark II, I do believe. That's a four-door, and they had a pretty cool version of the Volkswagen Golf. So there you go there. This would be used in off-road racing as well. And then we have another Matchbox. Very cool casting here. Let's see if we can get it here. Copyright 1985. And it's got spring suspension, plus it has an opening hood. So that's pretty cool. Overall, pretty nice little casting. You know, a little wider than well, say the Hot Wheels version, or the newer Matchbox version. And then of course here we have another Mark II Volkswagen. It's number 22. So this would be like a factory stock racer, but number 22, so that qualifies. And then I don't have any other cars with numbers, race cars with numbers, but here we have a very cool Saab 9000 Turbo Matchbox, and then we have this very cool Vectra Cavalier, and then another very cool Matchbox, the 1986, well, copyright, Peugeot Quasar. And now that, well, could be a supercar or a race car. Got spring suspension. And then we have this one, and I've showed this before, but I love the fact it's a Renault. And it's a turbo, so that's almost race car, right? But here we go. Very cool Volkswagens. We have a Porsche, a Lancia, BMW, and then a bunch of Fords. So very cool. Hope you enjoy it. Check out Mike at Nitro Speed and participate in the challenge. I'm sure everybody's got some race cars, and they have to have numbers on them. And of course, what race car doesn't have a number on them other than that one? So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.